Alright, and we are entering the draft. On our left side, we have Team 3. God, we really need team names and an overlay for this. It'll be funny for next time. On the other side, we have the other team, Team 1. Alright, and Mimikyu has been banned. So our bans are Umbreon, Darkrai, Psyduck, and Mimikyu. Pretty for the course bans, I would say. Just really strong picks that can overwhelm the game. Now let's take a look and see what the strategies are that were discussed, or if we're just kind of taking... Okay, that is a really good draft pick. There is a first pick Miraidon. That is definitely a good way to start your draft. Very open-ended. Kind of just always good in a situation. See what we're opening with for our wheel from the right side here. Okay, we're seeing early Venu and Sableye. Okay, the Sunny patented Sableye getting prioritized here could give Miraidon a lot of trouble. Can catch the blind spots of both builds. That can be especially difficult to do on the Electro Drifts. And Venusaur is just a pretty open-ended pick. It's pretty good for scaling overall. Hard to counterpick it. Okay, we see Dodrio and Snorlax. Wow, we're seeing a very bursty kind of comp from left side. Let's see what we see on our next wheel here from right side. Okay, we're seeing a Dragonite. Interesting. And a Pikachu. Okay, a lot of range from the right side. With a deceptive amount of peeling, so I'm interested to see how this pans out. There isn't a defender yet, so we'll see how that's factored into play. Okay, and we're seeing Darren going the Scyther, Scizor, and Clefable to round out this comp. Wow, aggressive team. Very aggressive comp. Big fan of this. And we're seeing Gold go for... Oh, the XP share Metagross. Okay. Interesting. So we're seeing... This is so interesting. Okay, I want to start with the left side. Left side is a pretty obvious draft in what it's going to do. You're going to overwhelm the enemy team, jump around really fast to Dodrio, Scyther, or Scizor. Miraidon can also choose to join the fray, or it can choose to shoot from afar, with Snorlax facilitating multiple points of a team fight. The right side is very interesting. We're seeing Sableye and Metagross as the light bulbs, two very roamy kind of playmaker engagers, and then a combination of range and melee from D-Knight, Venusaur, and the Pikachu, which can choose to Volt Tackle or Thunderbolt here. A lot of flexibility. There's a lot of question marks. I don't know what to expect from the right side. I'm very interested to see. We see a Bangle on the Sableye, so we might see Feint Attack, which would mean not Confuse Ray for the stun. So let's see what goes on in the mind of a Sableye player. Very fascinating. The tarot card's in the way of the draft. I will move that next time. I apologize. All right. I'll make sure I get that setting, as Paladin Knight told me to zoom out the camera. I think it's zoomed out? No, it's not. Settings. Which one is it? Camera distance. Oh, I was on far. Okay. Pretty standard lanes. Lax Miraidon in the lower side, and then let's go to the top side here. We have Doduo and Clefairy. Let's see how this plays out with Scyther and Dragonite as junglers. Pretty simple waiting here. Very difficult actually to play this out against Sableye, I would say, because it can just steal the points and prevent stacking. Bot lane, we have some pushing going on here. Wow, this is aggressive. We're seeing some, I guess what you'd expect from Snorlax and Miraidon. Very early game centric. And it seems that left side is winning a lot of the farm here. It's getting very difficult. Wow, this is really aggressive. We see a kill top lane. Okay. We see a kill on Sableye top lane, so there's already some good value up here. The EXP is looking pretty decent for a left side, I would say. They're getting moderately close to Dojio. And we see some pushing here happening. Okay, this is very aggressive. I wouldn't expect this right at 850. Wow. Interesting. Well, it seems that right side's going to get a lot of advantage on the EXP. Ooh, but that's a big charge beam right there. Wow. Okay, lots going on. A lot of back and forth in the laning phase, I would say. I'm interested to see how this Pikachu Metagross makes up the value for playing a bit of a later scale tank in Metagross here. You see some pushing here. Just kind of both sides waiting for farm. And now let's see how this plays out in mid. We see Pikachu ready in position, kind of hovering around. We're approaching time for birds, and left side has its dive core ready. There's still a Bulbasaur, which is pretty scary, I would say. Oh, well, a lot of farm denied. Do my eyes deceive me? They did, okay. My god, this aggression is just crazy from left side. Nice relaxes that with Heavy Slam. The Metagross did manage to become a Metang and no longer Beldum. Clefable seems to be a little caught out, and it will see its end in the Pokemon Center. Farm goes to the side of left. There's a lot of people down here. We have still not evolved yet. Oh, this is very difficult. A lot of scaling on the right side. I wonder how they're going to be able to deal with the snowball here. If this fight lower side goes poorly, the map is going to get blown open. We've missed a Heavy Slam, but it controls a lot of space. Oh, but the Clefable goes down! Oh, that's huge! Okay. But we're seeing a pick in return against the Dragonair, delaying its evolution some more. And there goes the Scyther, caught out for using its buttons. Just a lot of staggered play, I would say. Right side is playing... Although they are scaling later, they are playing very cohesively on their positioning, playing steady. Oh, huge slam block! That catches 3! Oh my goodness! And the charge beam is just destroying their health bars. The rampage continues. Oh my goodness, the slows are just so strong. There's just so much space held, and that's a level 9 Scyther with its Unite move. The objective is healing. Is there a little chance left? It does not seem like there will be. This objective will go to the blue side. This is horrifying. There are 3 ults on blue side to push this. The huge Miraidon ult. So much zoning. And Venusaur sees its end there. The scores are going in. The picks are coming in one by one. These scattered picks are exactly what you want as left side. You want these team fights to scatter apart. And then for Dojio and Scyther to just swoop in and pick everything needed. Now what's going on up here? It seems we have one Regieleki. Hopefully there's a chance here for some experience on the orange side to go into play. Maybe get some scores in. Got some scores. That is a very high level Dragonite, I will say. Maybe this next fight we see, this Dragonite's really going to pop off. And we see a good follow me here. Okay, good turn away from the Sableye ult. And, oh my goodness, and Sableye is out. No back cap here. Some good roaming though. Wow, really good dodge on the drill pack. Oh my goodness! I'm not sure if we're going to see this Metagross escape, but it's going to waste a lot of time. Especially for an EXP share. Wow, that drill pack didn't stun. Barely grazed. We don't see the Venusaur ult connect. And we see some repositioning here for our later fights. Very quiet game, which is honestly not what you want for a dive composition. You would like a faster... You would like to, you know, go along the map faster and get picks, and oh, that is not what you want to see. Losing a healer now enables the time to push. That's another pick back. The Pikachu goes in. Lots of damage. Not a lot of healing. Oh, the ult follows the Volt Tackle. Oh my goodness. And Scyther just cleans up an entire team. Scyther, after the buffs especially, is just so much more forgiving. Venusaur comes in. It's a little baby though. It's not going to be able to pressure too much, and it must back off. There is a lot of farm on the map, but there's just been so much fighting happening. A big slam, a big ult from Snorlax, zoning so much space. Who will score? A lot of liberty on who can score here. And they've decided to score with a 17 instead of a 50 in exchange for pushing more of the map. This dive composition is very overwhelming. And they are in position for the next fight. And look at this block. Look at this block. Everyone displaced. The Dojo goes down. But everyone just waits in position. I saw the vision with that play, but it was difficult to follow up there. And some experience goes back to the orange side. Okay, and the Miraidon steals it and walks out with a kill. They will just have to silently clear the Alecki. There just hasn't been a lot of time for orange side to farm, which is really difficult when there's a lot of scaling carries. We'll see how this endgame pans out. And here we see more mobility here from blue side. Constantly on the move, constantly putting pressure, making use of Clefable healing to patch them up for their extensions. This is what you like to see, very aggressive play of Clefable. Now let's see how this goes. Orange side does not have any positioning. It's just a Sableye in a dream. This Sableye is seeing some... Oh my goodness! This Sableye is seeing some very scary things in position. How will the orange side adapt? What a block. Pushing the Dragonite all the way in. Splitting the team apart. The Dragonite uses ult to return back to its team's safety. Dojo crosses up with its ult. And the picks are starting to rain in. And now they've started hitting the objective. And a Snorlax walks all the way out for Pikachu and finishes the kill. Metagross comes in. Can it save the game? The objective's getting very low. Metagross steals! Oh my goodness. And Gold steals the objective. Is there a chance? That is a Sableye with a Rayquaza shield. That is horrifying in the endgame. One score goes in. Two scores go in. Will Orange turn this around? And there goes another pick. Blue can mount a dive back on the enemy team. Dragonite getting another score of 35. There's so much score they have to go through. They have to cleanly sweep here. The Pikachu is going down, though. The Sableye have Unite move. It does not have the Unite move. It's holding as much as it can. Huge jumps. The block stalling out the Dragonite, which has so much experience. Okay, that's that. Oh my goodness. The Sableye ults. The Scyther goes down. Oh my god, this game is close. Just a couple more scores. Do they have enough points for this? But if I look at the corner of my eye, I see a Sableye running for another score, and it still has shield. Orange pushes for more score. This is looking very favorable for them. One last push. Dojo tries to score 3. It can't. Miraidon stuck. The scores rain in. Wow. What a comeback. My goodness. Oh my god. What a game. What a game. Let me hide all this stuff so we just got the gameplay. I'm not sure why my character wasn't working either. What a game. Wow. I need to breathe. I need to breathe after that one. Oh. Wow. That was something. Left side had such a strong composition, but they just weren't able to play their strengths. And right side just improvised extremely well and made up for it. Incredible. The Miraidon doing so much damage, but so is the Pikachu. Shoutouts to attackers. What an incredible first game. Alright, let's see what the bans are, now that especially Darkrai's just kind of out of the picture. We see a Miraidon ban. I agree, that was just such a problematic pick to deal with. We see the Psyduck ban. That is to be expected. We see a Mimikyu ban. Also pretty par for the course. And what will we see here? We see an A9 ban. Interesting. That might come up when Miraidon goes down. It could be really disruptive to dive. That it seems that the Team Darren McYogurt is going for. Now what will be the Prio pick on the left side? It will be a Prio Pikachu. Okay. Pikachu, pretty open-ended, and it was very strong. So, makes sense to go for it. It was really good against them, and why fix what isn't broken? Ooh. Wow, we are seeing... Wow, such strong characters. Umbreon so controlling in the EXP share department. And we're seeing a Chandelure, which has very good range against Pikachu. And blinding, and slowing. So it could potentially lock things down depending on the comp that Team Alex is going for. Alex and Gold and friends. We're seeing the Blissey, which will be a little risky into Umbreon, but is very good at facilitating the Dragonite and the Pikachu. So it makes for a good combo regardless. This game really needs more bans. What will we see from the right side here? What will we see? We see Serena Hoopa. Wow. Okay, that's very aggressive. Very fast pace. Serena recently got buffed, so I'm excited to see how that pans out in this match here. And we're seeing Sylveon, and we're seeing... Oh, and we're seeing Garchomp. Okay. Garchomp conversely was recently nerfed, although its kit is still very much intact. So interested to see how this pans out. Am I seeing the correct item there? Am I seeing an EXP share on Garchomp? And we're seeing Decidueye from the side of... from Darren. Interesting. Decidueye does seem to have a spectacular matchup here. Not a lot actually pressures it. I could definitely see a well-protected Chandelure Decidueye causing a lot of problems. Conversely, Jade intelligently picking Sylveon here. Very strong at just harassing Decidueye, straight up shutting down Chandelure, giving Hoopa a difficult time as well, and potentially drawing out Serena in a skirmish to allow for other characters to swoop in and finish the deal. Garchomp and Blissey also makes for very good core up front and with double ult engages, which can give the team the pop-off power that it needs to finish up a fight. I'm interested to see how this pans out. Alright, and we're loading in. Attackers choosing very, very flashy Hollow Air. Wow. Exciting. Wow, these games are amazing so far, and I've only seen one. Alright, here we go. We're seeing Pikachu Blissey in the top side, and we're seeing Gibble and the Umbreon in the bottom side. And then the Sylveon, sorry, in the bottom side. And the Dragonite in the jungle. We're seeing the Serena in the top side. I'm interested to see how this lane plays out. I want to see what the Gibble does. Okay, holding A. Seems to win a farm. Going well so far. And a blind. They don't win that one. Some very aggressive stacking the top side for Chansey, actually. Makes sense. Getting some scores, getting closer to 4 when possible. Alright, and back down here, let's see how the 915 farm plays out. There is a Sylveon. It's had a lot of space to just play it out, safely poke. The Umbreon seems to win the farm. And we see top side is mobilized with their jungler. Both junglers will be playing top side for this 850. And we see the Dragonair swooping in, getting some pressure, and winning some space for the team. Chansey asserting its dominance, just holding the ground. We're popping our buttons right away. It's a full flip, and Blissey comes out with an evolution. But the jungler goes down. These are huge. Oh my goodness. Dene walking out with 2 kills is massive here. But we are giving a Decidueye some stacks, and that can pay huge dividends in the end game. We only take the 1 and we leave. Understandable. Bottom side has a... Okay, and we have an almost Gabite. We have a level 5 Sylveon. This lane is going, you know, surprisingly pretty well. Level 6 Chandelure, it is ahead, but they do have later scaling potential. So this is pretty good, all things considered. Now let's see how the teams mobilize for 8 minutes. We see the jungler is getting prepared. Pikachu is here, ready to enable the game. And the attackers have a very nice angle. Poking away at the Umbreon. Decidueye hits a big shackle. Pikachu takes so much damage. Serena is here. It is online. It is ready to go. It goes down. The Umbreon finishes. Decidueye is just free firing. No pressure on it. Very, very intelligent angles to play from. Wow. Huge kills coming in. That's another knockout. Gabite taking one. A good eject. Will it escape? And it does not seem like it'll escape. A very beautiful rotation to the lower side. Capitalizing on their momentum here. This is going to be a level 9 Decidueye and a level 8 Chandelure. We have a Dragonite though. Interesting. Oh, and the Blissey has gone down. Caught out of position. Oh, these shackles are just doing so much damage. It's just so hard for left side to deal with the Decidueye. What a good counter pick. They're just stuck on their pad. They're stuck in their slow zone. No health, no berries. It's time to start the objective. Umbreon pushing so much space. Chandelure just has so much freedom to shoot here. Does the Garchomp have an eject button play available to it, maybe? But the Imprison locks it out! Wow, incredible zoning. It's just so difficult to deal with this. And any Volt Tackle, any play made is just getting hard punished by this double artillery core. It is so difficult for the carries to play. The Serene ult locking down the Sylveon and finishing it off. And we're getting huge scores here. Maybe a little bit of time for math. Some Decidueye stacks. Getting big value. Dragonite once again. Getting some scores. Getting some value top to make up where it can. To hopefully turn over the game later on. And we see a big score bot. As everyone rotates their way up to top. Maybe we can see a Garchomp come online. Oh, huge punish by Serena here. These stomps are massive lineups. And they're just following up so well off each other. The stomp stuns into the shackles. It's just so much damage. Garchomp can't even get its Unite move off. It's just true stunned into so much damage. We see a Dragonite ult come in. Lands on a lot. Umbreon steals everything! Umbreon stole everything away. A huge reversal of shielding and bulk and damage. And instantly wipes the core, shutting out anything blue side wants to do here. Incredible. Just incredible play. We see Garchomp going for a pick here. Will it get the comeback EXP it needs? Oh? What a shutdown! Incredible play. Just such good micro movements there. Hoopa in play to potentially harass. Getting vision. Maybe lining up an alt rotation? Okay, it seems so. Dragonite is here to defend, and Blissey. Is this a bait? Decidueye is ripping this. The level 10 Garchomp zones it out. And everyone goes up, everyone pushes. Except for the 2 remaining bots. They aren't able to fully capitalize. It was a smart play, nonetheless. Serena goes down. A missed push here. Let's see how they play for the rest of the map. There's still a lot of map open for orange side to capitalize on. And Garchomp goes down at long last. Dragonite is starting this. And it seems that orange is in play to potentially steal. It is Decidueye. Hyper Beam is down. Oh, the Shackle's not ready. And it's stolen. And down goes the Dragonite. It's so hard to steal things against Decidueye. It is such strong secure. Chandelure with 2 kills top. And they get in Regieleki. Pretty uncontested from here on out. As they push their way. How will blue side defend? More pressure from orange side, stealing the red buff. They don't seem to be pushing the goal. But there's just so much damage coming in. Garchomp swoops in, potentially revenges the Umbreon. A very good kill you need. Shackle does not find its mark. But there's just so much damage that the two of these dragons cannot deal with from so far away. Still wins the big bird, but my goodness, the carries on orange side are just so strong. Level 13 Decidueye, level 13 Serena, and a level 13 Chandelure. Just very overwhelming. We are approaching 2:30. It is time for teams to start thinking about the end game. And we see Garchomp in a crazy aggressive position, getting some vision. Umbreon might not have gone noticed. Some very good pressure here, some good stuns, and a huge pick! Incredible. Sneaking around the enemy team's vision like that is just so good. And it gets the team so much advantage. That's their tank. The tank Garchomp is down. No, the Blissey is in so much danger, and it goes down to a huge stagger. And they can't afford to miss all this time. Another staggered kill potentially. And the Sylveon seems to go down as well. That's a third. No. Will a fourth go? Oh my goodness. The Serena ult to dodge the Dragonite combo. There's just so many KOs. They're rampaging together. The two attackers, the Garchomp ults in with the Bliss ults. But it misses its mark. The Umbreon steals everything back. Garchomp pushes its way in. The Chandelure is down, but so does the Garchomp. Wow. I've never seen a double attacker comp played so aggressively like this. You don't see this very often. Just very skillful play, all things considered. And here we see McYogurt holding excellent space as Umbreon again, just playing so well. Covering all the different angles. It's just so hard to get an engage. They're pushing for some scores, but it's not looking likely against Decidueye, which can hold from so far away. Hoopa in danger at ults to scare away the Sylveon. Well, do we see a rip here? Or will we see attackers pushing in? And Dragonite goes down! That Shackle is so strong right now. I'm not too sure how Orange pulls this one out. They need a miracle play. They need a huge coordinated engage. They need something big to happen. They're running out of time. Umbreon's backcapping. Garchomp's hitting. Has no choice. Sylveon's in danger. Hoopa goes down. Garchomp's pretty sustained. Shut down by the Chandelure though. Huge amount of damage there so suddenly. It does not seem like there will be enough time for blue side to make a comeback here. Excellent play. Excellent play. Wow. Just really aggressive double attackers. Wow. What a strong, controlling game. With the Chandelure Decidueye. Just shutting down so many of the approaches. Oh. What a game. Huge amounts of damage. My goodness. Chandelure 94k damage. Serena holding all the space it needed to. MVP has to be Umbreon for this game holding so much space, resulting in a 9k damage taken. Decidueye dealing 131,000 damage. It was so difficult to find a response, to find any angle to engage on. And it was just so commanding. What a commanding double attacker game. Wow. As a wise person once said, what a goal. And what will we see here? We see the Psyduck ban. The duck is no more. Psyduck boasting an incredible win rate on the ladder, as well as incredible disruptive ability. I agree with an Umbreon ban here. Umbreon just hard controlling the game, played so excellently by McYogurt. The A9 and the Mimikyu. A9 being a very good ban for the dive composition, but they played the double attacker really well. They just really don't like that character, I guess. The Miraidon is open once more. Cannot ban them all. What will we see in response? We see a Pikachu. Electric attacker meets electric attacker. And we see Wigglytuff. Interesting. It is key to note that Wigglytuff cannot sleep people inside the electric terrain, but it is very much possible to play around those zones of effect, so I'm interested to see how this matchup plays out. And I don't know, Wigglytuff is very disruptive, so we'll see how this plays. What we see in response, oh my goodness. Blaziken and Trevenant with Miraidon. That is terrifying. That is a terrifying amount of power. Trevenant is also one of the hardest anti-dive tanks, so taking that still opens up a lot of possibilities for how left side wants to play this out. And here we see a Venusaur again and a Snorlax. And how will the left side round out this draft? There is yet a supporter to be picked. Will we see the Decidueye once more? Or will we see something else? We see a Clefable here. Tree Clefable offering a ton of sustain to counteract the poke. We see Armarouge. Interesting. We see an Armarouge here to potentially enable some stuns from a distance and do some good safe poke damage, potentially to set up a Blaziken or a Trevenant combo. Armarouge being one of the best chain stun initiators in the game, I would say. And what do we see as the final pick? We see the gold Leafeon. Interesting. I do worry if the right side has enough damage to chew through Tree Clefable. Venusaur is going to have to do a lot of damage to that core if it chooses to go for Sludge Solar Beam. We see gold on Snorlax here. Snorlax can potentially cause some team split ups, but it's going to have to go through a lot of damage and mitigate everything accordingly if it wants to get its plays going. Definitely very excited to see how this set closes out. And we go in. Stylish holowear all around. The battlers are preparing for the final game of the sets. How will it turn out? A lot of burst potential from both sides, but a lot of healing from one and a lot of disruption of Snorlax Wigglytuff from the other. Battle of the chain stuns. Who will emerge victorious? Alright. And the laning phase is going to be underway soon. We see a Blaziken jungle and a Leafeon jungle. Leafeon jungle being notorious for having lots of different possibilities on how it can open up. And we are seeing a Snorlax invade. And that is a stolen blue buff. Torchic is going to be very set back for this. And McYogurt's Phantom is on its way back, but it can't really do a whole lot back to it. Jigglypuff Pikachu, very high pressure, but Clefairy able to walk away with the farm. Snorlax on its way again. Will we see the other buff stolen? The Torchic is too scared to clear, which is still a ton of value. I don't think anyone's able to help here. Snorlax patiently holding position here. The Miraidon is very strong here. We are letting a Bulbasaur solo play. That is a stolen red buff. This Torchic is not playing the game. And now let's see how this gank goes down here. Just try to save the Leafeon, or to save the Bulbasaur. Might have walked away with a little bit there. Pretty good. Playing behind this lane will bite eventually when this becomes Trevenant, along with a very strong Miraidon. Snorlax is remaining in the jungle, just kind of not letting Torchic play, I guess. Safe Farm is still up, and now Miraidon is here to contest. Snorlax wins it. I can't believe how disruptive this Snorlax has been. This Phantom is pretty close to Trevenant. Okay, we see some chip there on the Snorlax. This thing is indestructible, by the way. 8-minute birds are up. Blue side is prepared for them. And that's a lot of EXP that this Combusken very sorely needed. We see a little showdown going on here. And it seems that the Armorage will come out on top. Snorlax is entering the jungle for the 10 millionth time. I can't believe it. It's a level 7 Leafeon, so it is still going places. This Miraidon hasn't actually been able to, like... It is consistently gaining value. I guess it's going to just pop up all at once. Oh, huge Wood Hammer. Preparing the next beam. Big fight going on up here. Blaziken getting a big overheat. Some damage returning. Huge collapse here of stuns. But the Blaziken just keeps going. The Blaziken just keeps going. The eject overheat finishing off the Snorlax. And we see the scores coming in. Both sides are pushing a lot of score right now. A big 30 for the Trevenant. See some stacking for this Blaziken. This is a scary one. The Leafeon's turning things around. Gets the Miraidon kill here. It's a 3-on-1, but it is a Trevenant. It is a Trevenant. The scores are coming in. Top side taking its sweet time, getting stacks. I'm starting to wonder which side is getting more value here. This Wood Hammer is massive, though. Everyone put together into a huge charge beam. The teams are finally collapsing together down here. Oh! The McYogurt tanks are just going crazy. Collapsing everyone together for these big, high damage AoEs and more stuns. The chain stuns are going phenomenally well here. Between Tree and Armrouge and Blaziken and Miraidon slows. Oh, a big eject button! Wigglytuff goes down! That's one of their best. That's one of the best tower holders. We see the lax block pushing people into the slow zone. It's just they're not able to get the damage out fast enough. This is so overwhelming. They're getting a free Regice. Will the Blaziken be able to work its way out? It seems so. Top side, Leafeon and Pikachu are scaling whatever they can. Wow, just a coordinated rampage. Snorlax has been perma-invading this Blaziken all game, and it's the highest level. It's just the power of good coordination. Being able to make up EXP across the map. Both sides are kind of running out of things to do. Positioning for the next big thing. Baiting a fight. Lots of damage raining in. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Venusaur popping off. And Venusaur will go down, but that is the kills they very, very much needed to come back into this game. The levels are looking so much more even now. And we see both sides are just continuing to farm. Potentially setting up for the next objective. Orange side playing very cautiously around their top pad. They really don't want to lose any kind of map lead that they have. Having that tier 1 will be very nice for endgame, allowing their sniper to play from very far away. Wigglytuff getting a little bit of score. Clefable seems to be a bit caught out. I wonder if Armarouge can do a little bit to get it away. Teams are mobilizing. Orange side playing very passively. Kind of just conceding the bot objective. They don't need the EXP too much, but it still goes a long way. This objective's going to go down pretty fast towards blue side. They'll have a Regice to aid them both in experience and passive healing to help hold this pad against Tree Clefable. The carries are sprinting in, looking for something. Just more levels where they can. Blaziken holding there. All the carries so aggressively pushed up. Oh my goodness, the Woodhammer's huge though. Pikachu barely makes it out. 1 HP in a dream. And honestly, Orange side is just getting a lot of experience. They're finding it in different avenues. They're playing slow, they're not giving up anything, and they're just kind of making up everything they need. They will have a level 13 Venusaur. That is going to be crucial for this endgame. And blue side is very high levels across the board, 13s and 12s. This Venusaur will take 13. A very good place to play off of, this top pad here. Blue side pushing a ton of space, hard dominating the lower side. Trevenant potentially is in a very, very aggressive spot here. Pushing together the team. The Venusaur fully shoots everything. Leafeon making it out. Oh, everyone's stuck in the corridor. This is very terrifying against the Trevenant. But Snorlax holds its ground. Miraidon holding so much space. This is going in the favor of blue side because they do have a Clefable to sustain all of this chip. A huge pick on the Leafeon. What an armor cannon. Very well placed by Darren. It's just so hard to play. Oh my goodness. That is an eject button gone from Venusaur. This patient play is working out so well for blue side because they have the point lead. Orange side can't afford to take all this poke. They need to play the game. They need to play neutral. A huge heavy slam. Eject blocking them all together. A huge disruption potential here. Oh, but Trevenant is shutting everything down. Snorlax shuts everything down in return. This is huge. This is an amazing sequence for both sides. Blue side is going down so fast. Blue needs a miracle. And they're getting it. They're getting this back. Wow. Just icing out the play. One last chance. 30 seconds. Is it a play for score? Is it a play for the objective? We shall see. Orange has to make something happen here. Does Pikachu sneak a score? Wait! It doesn't quite get it! Pushed all the way. Pikachu goes down. Snorlax unable to score.
5, 4, 3,
And it seems that blue will have this game.
time's up.
A very quiet, patient, nerves of steel endgame to finish up this set. was very difficult for orange side to take space and make the plays needed. Wow, so much damage from Venusaur. Just not quite able to get anything going though for the rest of the team. And that closes out our first set. Very exciting. Very exciting game. Good games to both teams. All right. Let's see how this goes. The hot-headed, aggressive blue team or the cool, vibey orange team. Let's see how this plays out. We see the Psyduck ban. I already know Faye is not happy about that. She loves Psyduck. But what can you do? It's just running the game. Miraidon ban. Understandable. A very strong pick. The A9, gone again. Keeping it simple. And an Umbreon is gone from the pool. And as a refresher, yes, we do have Darkrai banned for this in-house because it's cringe and it has bugs that break the game right now. Quite literally has stuff that breaks the game right now, so cannot be played in tournaments. What will we see? We see a Prio Pikachu. Okay, we see a Prio Pikachu. Now let's see what the TTM core has deciding to go on. Wow, exciting. Blaziken and Hoopa from the side of orange. That is a Hoopa build. That is a float stone for roaming potential. Snorlax, Clefable. Clefable has been doing very, very well for the blue team throughout the previous set, so not surprised to see it here again. It's just been doing phenomenally. What will we see Leprisu on? I wonder what we will see Leprisu on. It looks like it's going to be a Lapras. Alright, and we have chosen Phalanx here. Interesting. Phalanx does have a solid matchup into the first three. Serena is extremely difficult for Phalanx though because of how the multi-hits work against it. And what will we see as the last? Will we see the Darren go to Decidueye once more? It seems that we will. And we see a Greninja to round this off. Wow, aggressive comp. Blaziken, Phalanx, Greninja with Lapras, potentially Lapras Unite moves, Hoopa Unite moves to just crack open the team. Very aggressive and colorful team comp from the orange side. And on the blue side, we see the Pikachu Decidueye locking down targets together, and the Serena, the Snorlax, and the Clefable are here to hold a lot of space and keep the game going. Honestly, could go either way. Kind of just comes down to which side plays it out the way that they want to, and pretty excited to see how this goes. Pretty excited indeed. Greninja is just one of those characters that I really wish we would see more of. I think it's in a phenomenal spot, to be honest. I think it's a very strong character, lots of outplay, lots of damage. Kind of just offers you everything you want. You just gotta give it a little bit of love in your macro. And here we go. Lots of badges from the lower side, and some very menacing hollow-air from the upper side. Shoutouts to McYogurt, the Chef Snorlax, here to cook with the gold badge and eject button in the middle of the team. I love that render. So happy. Such a happy render. Alright, let's see how this plays out. Lots of strengths on both sides, and here we go. We see the Bone Sweet on its way top. The Lax Pikachu lane bot. The enemy bot lane is very interesting. It's Phalanx and Lapras. Wow. Okay. Where's the Lapras is going somewhere. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if that saves time. Pushing a lot of space here. Alright. Top side's looking very dicey. That's already a kill. No way. I'll look away for one moment, and there's already so much pressure from orange side here. Very aggressive lane. Lots of stacks going in. Here, the 915 farm. This Pikachu is gaining a lot of experience. It is so ahead right now. Just not able to get pressured very hard. We will see a 3v3 top. This is going to be Combuskin for 850. A very commanding top lane lead. We're sending 4 top. The Phalanx is here. Interesting. Phalanx 4 sending top. Jumping in. A portal for some safety. A big amount of healing. A big stun. A ton of damage. And down goes the Stene. It's going to be so set back in the macro. Wow, incredible play. And honestly, being so held together by Hoopa here. So much damage on the Pikachu. Just not able to clean out the interaction. Dartrix farming safely. Frogadier's jungle is still mostly up. And it's a calm game. Stene barely getting to level 5 very soon. Hoopa holding a lot of angles here. Lapras just charging in. Very hard for blue side to get things going, I would definitely say. Some good stealth here. But not able to punish the Lapras. A big siege going on here. Lots of damage incoming. A big stun, and down goes Serena. Very, very aggressive play here. Lower side, getting a position. A 3v3, as top lane is just getting crushingly ahead for orange side. Greninja with a huge surf here, but Greninja's gonna go down. It wasn't able to get its reset maybe. Phalanx barely making it out. The rotate down. Blaziken is up here. Will Blaziken win this duel? Has to run away. Greninja level 8. Decidueye level 8. Both junglers, both AD carries are pretty low level for this point of the game, to be honest. Interesting to see who will race to level 9 first. Blue forces its way in. A lot of damage on this Phalanx, a lot of buttons. The Phalanx goes down, no punish from the side of orange. Blaziken is still top side, but Greninja has Unite move. And a very scary, it's huge! It's a huge ult! Everyone goes down instantly! Greninja striking just so suddenly there, winning an objective, getting 2 KOs on carries. This is massive. Blaziken is still ahead top. Orange commandingly ahead, breaking 1 tower, level 10 on both carries, and not even a single Unite move on the side of blue. Decidueye making its way there, eventually. Blaziken patiently waiting. That's not enough damage present to even try to harm the Lapras. And what is this insanely aggressive macro? Orange full engaging, taking up everything they can. Decidueye stuck in his slow zone, and a Greninja sneaks in 40. It's just unrelenting, aggressive macro here, and this is the power of Hoopa. Hoopa lets people play this way. Where are we going? Huge play by Blaziken. And Hoopa is safe. And the team is out. The shackles are huge, but no one's going down. Everyone's healing. Everyone's up. It's just so much heals. And now there's such an overwhelming life lead, momentum lead, everything. And they're just pushing in. Damage flying everywhere. Everyone's going down. No one's able to take that portal, though. But this is a hard favoring the orange side. The Hoopa goes down. But at what cost? A level 12 Greninja. A level 11 Blaziken. And not a singular level 11 in sight for blue team. Middle farm is up. Neither team is taking it. Orange team is in pretty solid position to play out this lower objective. We still have a lot of ults in the wake. The Lapras ult goes in. It's huge! It's so much damage. It's so much stun. The portal's amazing. Oh, but couldn't get the stun to knock everyone out. Everyone comes back at full HP. Now under the rally of more huge unbound plays. Snorlax hitting so many stuns. A huge yawn. It's just so much healing. It's just so much bulk. And it's just so much damage. These shackles are massive. They're not able to clean it out. Pikachu, though, potentially. Pikachu walking with 2 massive kills here. Lapras goes down. The siege on the pad just wasn't clean enough. And now they're in a pretty good spot to take this objective. Or they push the pad. Oh, the Greninja ult. A Serena ult trying to quickly shut it down. But Greninja is so terrifying. Takes the portal back smartly. What an incredible back and forth, I must say. Trying to stop these portals, but they've been in such difficult positions to slam so far out of the way. Huge engage by Serena. Look at the sustain, the triple axle. Just absolutely massive multi-hits. Decidueye winning that objective. The team sneaking out with the portal once more. Lapras is in danger here. A very, very scary engage. The Lapras goes down. Phalanx is here to cover. Hoopa blocking whatever it can. Snorlax gets a score, and it seems that Blue will get this pad. A lot of farm up. A lot to do. And it's looking pretty solid for Blue now. A very nice sequence of events for their way. We're getting pretty close to the late game. Greninja is looking to farm 15. I am amazed. They've been funneling so well. And we look here. A really good dodge on Yawn. As both supports are fighting for neutral and are fighting for control of the space. Both sides have about an even presence, I'd say. With Orange having a bit more leverage here because it's a very good angle for Decidueye. Orange side playing very far back with their melee carries. I wonder what they're looking for here. Maybe they're looking to cover and have the Hoopa bring everyone in? Not too sure. It seems they're walking onto the lower side with Blaziken flanking around the top. Phalanx is going to have to back off here. A Shackle hits the Hoopa and the Blaziken here. That is not chip you want to be taking. The longer this... Lapras forcing its way in. Hoopa ults. The Greninja ults. Oh, it's so... Oh my god! I don't even know what to say. What's happening? Everyone's exploding. Can Serena turn this around? Serena is so low. 1 HP left. Is it able to clean this out? It comes in. It's bumped out. But it goes down. And they look to finish this Rayquaza, and they get it. Phenomenal play. What an absolutely crazy engage. Lapras ult splitting the whole team. Eject overheat. Hoopa stuns. Phalanx sprinting in, and Greninja Unite move to top it all off. Blaziken does not look like it's going to be able to get a score. They have a pretty sizable lead, though, so it's quite okay. Will Blue side be able to mount a comeback? Where will they engage on? It seems they're going to look for the top pad. The goal is still up. Snorlax slamming in. A big yawn into the Volt Tackle, into the ult. Is it enough? No. Greninja comes in again, but Greninja goes down. The Lapras ult! A huge wave, shutting down the offense, breaking all the layers. With the Hoopa in the shadows, stopping any random scores along the way, and they won't be able to score. The Lapras is too bulky. Wow. What a game. What a first game. Oh my god. Why is this more exciting than the official tournaments? Holy moly. What a game. The damage numbers look very close this game. But the playmaking went to the side of Orange this game, I would say. The plays they were making were so fruity. Fruity plays. Just unorthodox. Just breaking teams apart. Unexpected engages, stuns. angles, left, right, and center. Just shutting down so many sequences of plays that blue could have had. It was time for me to do some moderator work.